Hello everyone, welcome to Topper IAS. As part of our daily series, today also we will continue with our discussion of a particular topic keeping UPSC mains in focus. So the topic that we are going to discuss is with respect to particular ideologies, political ideologies. So see, in newspaper often you will be coming across n number of ideologies. Okay, communism, liberalism, capitalism, Marxism, Gandhiism, and all this kind of stuff. So in today's video, we will try to discuss what are the features of communism and liberalism. Okay, so basically, you should know what is political ideology. See, ideology is nothing but a set of certain beliefs, principles, doctrines, or institutions, or a particular kind of groups that explains how society should work. So, based on certain principles, they will ideology will be saying how the society should work. See, for example, consider Gandhiji. What Gandhiji will be saying, he will be laying importance on non-violence. So, based on that ideology principle, he will be saying what should be the kind of government. For example, he also said with respect to Gram Swaraj, right? So Gram Swaraj movement, he says that will lead to democratic decentralization, third tier of government, and all those stuff. So depending on the principle, you will be saying how the society should work. So he laid emphasis on self rule of villages. So that is how the democratic decentralization. Okay, so certain principles will be there. Based on that, the society will be organized. Okay, it offers some political and cultural blueprint for a certain social order. So depending on the ideals, you will be organizing institutions and how the way of life should be within a society. And communism and liberalism are two different political ideologies, are two examples for political ideologies. Remember this. Then, basically, coming to liberalism, it is an ideology that believes in individual freedom. See, the word liberalism, a liber meaning is free, freedom. So there has to be freedom of the individual. So by being a human, an individual is born free. So he should have certain fundamental freedom is what the liberty meaning is. So liberalism is an ideology that believes in liberty, that is individual freedom. So it is a political ideology that thinks that individual is free from all interferences and restrictions. Meaning of this is, see, think about the situation from where the individual freedom can be intervened or restricted. One from other people, so people in the society, and one from governments, state governments, all this, right? So liberalism says that individuals should be free from these kind of interferences and restrictions from other people in the society as well as from the governments of the day. And another property is liberalism gives priority to the rights of an individual. As I said, because it believes in freedom, individual freedom, so priority should be rights of an individual. So moment you prioritize individual freedom, how will you protect these individual freedoms? Obviously by giving certain rights to the people. The moment you uphold the rights of the people, then that ensures liberty, kind of like freedom of speech and expression, right? So everybody is free to talk, so you should be giving the freedom of speech and expression as a right to the individuals. So such kind of rights are prioritized in liberalism. And consequence of these kind of ideas, if you apply the same freedom as a value in market sphere, then it leads to free market economy, kind of capitalism. See, individual is free, so in economic sphere also individual is free to conduct the business, right? So government should not intervene here much, so that results in free market economy. So capitalism, depending on the demand and supply, the market economy runs. So it is based on also liberalism ideas. Remember this. Then other ideology, communism. See, communism is a political ideology that stands for equality of all. So basically, the meaning of equality. Equality in is not a kind of formal equality. So it is with respect to basically absence of privileges in the society, and everybody should be treated equal. There has to be absence of privileges, and if there are existing inequalities in income, facilities, opportunities, that also has to be minimized. So this is in essentially meaning of equality. So communism as a political ideology stands for equality of all. Remember this. And communism, another characteristics of communism is it pertains to welfare of the society or community. Basically, a welfare of society stands important here. So we have seen in liberalism, it stands for individual freedom. So rights of individual is very important. Whereas in communism, the prime importance is given to welfare of the society or the community. So individual is comes sub part of community. So what first comes is society, welfare of the society is important, and individual is just a sub part of it. So whatever he does, he has to work to contribute for the well-being of the society. So individual is just sub part, society comes first. And another characteristics is communism stands for stateless classless society. See, society, almost always there will not be a, there will be a differences, haves, have nots, right? Higher class, higher caste, lower caste, and all these kind of stuff. So communism stands for classless society, and it also calls for stateless society. There should not even be a state, so people should govern themselves. This is what the end goal of communism is. And in communism, so we have seen in liberalism the individual freedom. So in economic sphere, individual is also free to conduct the businesses, so that leads to market economic kind of capitalism. But what happens in communism, here not individual freedom, what is important is welfare of the society. So here the economic, in economic sphere, the means of production of goods and services are controlled by the community or society. Okay, so this is the main difference. In economic sphere, community controls the means of production, whereas in liberalism it is individual who is controlling the means of production. And another thing, communism is an ideology that entirely revolves around the goodwill of a community. See, you are saying a community is important, and see, to in order to function well for a society, what it communism assumes is that there is a goodwill. See, like as I said, community is nothing but a group of people. So this group of people should have a public spirit. They should work for the welfare of the people. So only when these people are public spirited and willing to work for the good, welfare of entire society, communism will be succeeding. So this ideology revolves around the goodwill of a community. So if at all there is no goodwill, if then there is unlikely chances that communism as an ideology will succeed. So this is what the meaning of this statement is. Then, for example, see, liberty, we have spoken liberalism ideas focusing on individual freedom, rights of an individual. So this is nothing but consequently leading to democracies. So we have democratic countries, liberal democracies in the world. You can see on this map. So we are also democracy. India is there, right? Then you can see European nations, Germany, all this stuff. Then you can also see North America, South American continents, Brazil, United States of America, Canada, and all this stuff, Australia. So if somebody asks you, liberal democracies means, you should be in a position to say what do you understand by liberal democracies. So liberal democracies based on the importance of individual freedom, individual rights, and democracy protects individual rights. So these are the countries which are having liberal democracies. Then next one is with respect to communist countries. As I said, welfare of the society is important. Okay, ensuring equality is important, and in the economic sphere, the means of production is owned by community, society. That is, in the name of community, a government will be holding it. So presently 5 communist countries of the world are Cuba, North Korea, Vietnam, China, and Laos. See, exactly, they may not be the communist, because you see in China the presence of capitalist also, but still they are considered as communist countries of the world as of now. So that's it for today. You can also download the PDF of this document in the link that is shared below, and do download Topper Eyes Institute app so that you get access to n number of these videos which will be helpful in your UPSC mains preparation. So that's it. Thank you.